flames dropped from the sky, igniting roofs. From nearby houses, women and children ran screaming. The Strahov gate shook with the scratching of the hauler's tridents. It would not hold for long. The defenders needed my help. I extricated myself from the hay with my usual haste. "When you've picked the last bit of straw from your loincloth, Bartimaeus," a voice said, "you're wanted up at the castle." The hawk-headed warrior glanced up. "Oh, hello, Queasel." An elegant she-leopard was sitting in the middle of the street, staring at me with lime-green eyes. I jumped down from the cart. "So then, our master calls?" "Better hurry, or he'll stipple us. Let's go on foot. Sky's too crowded." "Lead on." I changed, became a panther, black as midnight. At the castle, imperial servants stood in the square under flickering lanterns, gathering random pieces of furniture into carts. Beside them, ostlers were struggling to tether horses to the struts. We slipped through the main entrance unopposed. "The Emperor's getting out, is he?" I panted. "He's more concerned about his beloved birds," Queasel said. "Wants our efreets to airlift them to safety." The green eyes flicked at me in rueful amusement. "But all the efreets are dead." "Exactly." We arrived in the northern wing of the castle where the magicians had their quarters. The taint of magic hung thick about the stones. I'd often been summoned here over the centuries, but now the usual magical paraphernalia, the books, the incense pots, the candelabra, had been swept aside to make way for a row of 10 chairs and tables. On each table was a crystal orb, flickering with light. On each chair, a hunched magician peering into his or her respective orb. There was absolute silence in the room. Our master was standing at a window, staring through a telescope into the dark sky. He noticed us, made a gesture for silence, then beckoned us into a side room. "You don't need to tell me," he said. "I know. How long have we got?" The panther flicked its tail. "I'd give us an hour, no more." Queasel looked back towards the main room where the silent magicians toiled. "You're bringing out the golems, I see," she said. The magician nodded curtly. "They will cause great damage to the enemy." "It won't be enough," I said, "even with 10. Have you seen the size of the army out there?" "As ever, Bartimaeus, your opinion is unlooked for. This is a diversion only. We plan to get His Highness away down the eastern steppes. A boat is waiting at the river. The golems will ring the castle and cover our retreat." Queasel was still staring at the magicians. They stooped low over their crystals, mouthing continuous silent instructions to their creatures. Faint moving images in the crystals showed each one what their golem saw. "The British won't bother with the monsters," Queasel said. "They'll find these operators and kill them." My master bared his teeth. "By then, the Emperor will be gone, and that, incidentally, is my new charge for both of you, to guard His Highness during his escape. Understood?" I held up a paw. The magician gave a heartfelt sigh. "Yes, Bartimaeus." "Well, sir," I said, "if I might make a suggestion, Prague's surrounded. If we try to escape the city with the Emperor, we'll all die horribly. So why don't we just forget the old fool and slip away instead?" "Unlike you," the magician snarled, "I know the meaning of loyalty. I do not need to be compelled to act honourably towards my master. I repeat, you are both to guard his life with your own. Do you understand?" We nodded reluctantly. As we did so, the floor shook with a nearby explosion. "Then follow me," he said. "We don't have much time." Back up the stairs we went and came out onto the terrace where for years the Emperor had maintained his aviary. It was a large affair, delicately constructed from ornate bronze with domes and minarets. The interior was filled with trees and potted shrubs, and a remarkable variety of parrots, whose ancestors had been brought to Prague from distant lands. The Emperor, a small, plump gentleman in satin breeches and a crumpled white chemise,